Who remembers a game called Vampire The Masquerade Bloodlines? If you were born in the 90s or afterwards, you might not. If you're my age and old and withered, then you'll definitely remember it, especially if you're into vampires. Me, I love my horror and I'm obsessed with vampires, obviously, clearly. So when that game was actually announced that it was being produced, it was in like the late 90s, I swear I remember. I was still like in high school when I was looking up screenshots of the game and I was super excited about it. Because I have such an obsession with vampires. It just seemed to capture the atmosphere, the elegance, everything about vampires. There were different vampire clans. It was like an RPG with action elements. The city looked amazing. And for back then, the graphics, the visuals looked absolutely superb. But the game ran into so many damn production problems. It was completely cancelled a couple times and then came back up. Back then, I don't think even IGN existed the way it does today. It was mostly GameSpot I used to get my information from. And several times the game would just be completely deleted from the website because it was cancelled, then it would come back into production, then it was cancelled again, back into production. And in the end, it was released as a buggy, almost unplayable goddamn game. I actually loved the game so much. I tried to power through the bugs, but when you can't complete quests, when you can't get to a certain location, there's a certain point where you have to give up, and that's pretty much what happened. I'd replay areas hoping that the bugs wouldn't affect a second playthrough. Long story short, the game was an absolute mess, and it came out at the same time as Half-Life 2, trying to complete with that. So what we had was an incomplete, buggy as hell, almost unplayable Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines game trying to compete with Half-Life 2. So it was just a complete nightmare. But the idea was there. It's such a goddamn shame that what happened actually happened, because they had the goddamn ideas. The writing, the story was amazing. Everything was just so awesome about it. It was just incomplete and so goddamn buggy. That's why I was so surprised when they announced Bloodlines 2 with the original writer. It's actually coming out. I cannot believe this. Bloodlines 1 was probably when I was actually the most excited ever. That was the most anticipation that I've ever felt for a game. And you can imagine how disappointed I was when it came out being so messy. So they did release a patch for it, which I haven't tested out. It's been so many years, but I do have a copy of the original Bloodlines. I might install it, test out this patch, and give it a whirl, see how it goes. But I'll probably talk about more of that in a future video, and also give you guys some gameplay from Bloodlines 1. Maybe if y'all want to see that, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video. For now, let's check out Bloodlines 2. This is the official trailer, man. It's coming out in 2020, so not this year, next year, in the first quarter of 2020. And if you haven't heard of Bloodlines, the Masquerade game, then check this trailer out, and this might be for you. If you like vampires, man, you're gonna like this. Let's have a look. I wonder if White Wolf is involved in this. I know there was a lot of issues with White Wolf. That was one of the big dramas to try and release the game. The first one, the Bloodlines 1. Check this out. Oh man, I'm all for this sort of stuff. Yeah, baby. So obviously we start off as like a little young vampire. Oh, look at that, that's cool. And then I think you just develop your powers, get stronger. If it's anything like part 1, that's what it's going to be like. You start off as a young, fresh vampire, just turned, and then you start doing missions and getting stronger. This is going to be goddamn awesome. Look at this. If they have these parkour elements in there, ooh. The Shining, baby, The Shining.
You will come to despise it as much as I do.
If it's open world RPG action with a vampire element. Jeez.
But I've waited so long.
I hope they have like different clans and stuff that you can join different types of vampires. Yeah, baby! That's Bloodlines 2. Like, Short and sweet, but goddamn, I'm excited. And if you like vampires yourself, man, I'm telling you right now, I'm not suggesting you check out Bloodlines 1 because it had so many problems. Let me test it out myself. I'll be the test dummy. Let me check out this so-called fix patch and see if it's actually worth replaying the original game, and then I'll review it and show you guys and gals some gameplay. So stay tuned to the channel. There'll be more Bloodlines news and reviews and gameplay coming up. Otherwise, if you miss me a lot, just subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified every goddamn time your creepy uncle releases a new video. Cannot wait to see y'all again real soon. Catches.